Hi, Susie from Pink Diamond Guide. Just doing a Is This Your Person reading. So this may or may not resonate. It won't be for everyone. It'll be specific scenarios of how a particular person is behaving. Could be for you, may not. If it doesn't resonate, just let it go. It'll be for somebody else. Is this your person? What's going on? Let's have a look. What's going on in their soul space? We have the devil. What's going on in their actions? What's in it? It's like their 3D world. What's their message to you? What is their challenge? And what is the likely outcome, likely actions they'll take? Is they'll face judgment. Righto, is this your person? If it is, oh my word, have you got an interesting scenario playing out for you? What's going on in the soul space? So this is interesting because across the collective, we've had probably since I'm seeing more and more of it, of people talking to me about things like the Jezebel energy. I'm hearing things of like people putting spells on people and having energy bounce back. So this is somebody who's walking around with this energy on their shoulder. So it could be pushing them to take actions like they're drinking too much, they're partying too much. It could be drugs, it could be cheating, it could be a whole bunch of different things. It could be that they're working too hard. It could be that they're putting their energy into anything that is a worldly pursuit that is designed to take you out of chasing higher consciousness or designed to have you in a harmonious union with somebody. So this will be affecting somebody's ability to connect with you in a really serious way. And it will feel like they're just being avoidant, like they can't communicate, they can't connect, because their number one focus is to barrel down a path that really is not conducive to being harmonious. And when I talk about, the way that the world's moving over the next 10 years, it's really designed to have people turning to love as their baseline, and not the romancy, fluffy ideal. We're talking about understanding the nature of divine love and what it is to connect at a higher frequency. Now, your person is really got a devil on their shoulder, and see how lonely a figure this cuts? It's like going, I don't understand why nobody loves me and why I can't feel love for other people. It's not that I don't want to. It's like all the choices that I take seem to be dogged by this devil energy, and I find myself making decisions that don't even make sense to me. And then when I'm left out in the cold, I'm sitting there scratching my head going, what just happened? Why have I lost everyone and everything that I love? Now, how they're showing up in the 3D at the moment is they're being very defensive. So they probably don't want to let you know what's going on. They've got a bit of a line of the sand, and if you tried to approach them at this point in time, I think all that would happen is that you would experience rejection energy. Um, you know, it could be that they've actually just been through an energy of, like a heightened. I'm picking it up as like the energy's been exacerbated somehow. So it might be that they've been on a bender, or that they've been, chasing tail that they shouldn't be chasing. Sorry to be, like lightly descriptive that way. It's, chasing people that they shouldn't be chasing. Let's be more polite. And now they're having to defend their position, but it's indefensible, right? It is absolutely indefensible how they've been behaving. So what their challenge is not to lie to you. What their challenge is to cover up the deception, is to cover up how they've been shady, is to look at this figure. It cuts a very lonely figure over there, right? So the challenge here is to, can they ever get to the point where they're telling the truth? Are they always going to be liars? And how do they prove to you that they can ever be the kind of person that you can trust? This is a big challenge for this person. What's the likely action that they'll take is that they're going to have to face judgment at some point. They know what they're doing. They know they're getting it wrong, and they know that it's costing them everything. And at the moment, the only weapons of defense that they have is to pull back from you, pull all their energy away from you, and to lie about what's going on, right? They just cannot get their act together because they're being led by a devil. Now, if it's a Jezebel spirit, that's a serious energy. And like I said before, is like I'm having more and more discussions across the collective with people interacting with these kinds of entities. Or spells being cast against them, spells being cast on them, or them casting spells and it's bouncing back to them. Now, so this is a really, really tough energy, but the likely scenario here is that they're going to have to face judgment. You've got the devil versus the divine, and this is a legitimate war. It is a legitimate war to claim souls for both sides of the journey. And we need them both. We need the devils and we need the divine in order for creation to exist. These are the things that push us into learning. These are the things that push us into growth and ascension. But when the energies are playing out, they're very, very uncomfortable, and it can leave not only your person feeling like they've got no one and they've got nothing, they don't know where to turn, so then they'll probably take on a worldly obsession. Who knows what it is, sex, drugs, and rock and roll, whatever it is that's giving them comfort at this point in time, as whispered by this devil in their ear. But fear not, the divine is chasing them down too, right? The divine is chasing them down too, and what we've got is a bit of a stalemate between the two, and the challenge is to tell the truth. Now, what they'd say to you if they could is, all I want to do is love you. All I want is a fresh new start. All I want is the divine to be pouring all this love into our cup and for our cup to runneth over. I want you to feel comfortable with who you are. I want you to trust in my love. I want you to have the divine's love. So self-love, love from a partner, and self-love, love from a partner, and divine love. We want the three of them tipping over so that this cup overflows. So what are they saying to you? I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to be continuing to hurt you. I want to get it right. I want to be able to have this love, just, this cup to be full and running over. I want your self-esteem to be strong. I don't want to take you down, but this devil leads me by the nose, right? And it leaves me out in the cold to the point where I can't even explain my actions. I've just got to kind of defend my position, and I bloody lie about it, right? And then I lie, and then now I've got to face not only judgment from you, but judgment from the divine, because I know you're an earth angel, right? You're down here and you're working hard and you're doing all these wonderful things to make life better for people, and I know that you love me, and I know that you care about me, and I know that you've got all of this going on, and I know that what I do to you is just not good enough, being led by this devil. I know it hurts me, but I know it hurts you and it hurts me too, and we both just get left out in the cold. Right, let's get another layer of energy over the top of that and see what Spirit wants to tell us. I think I want to use these love cards, because this person wants to give a loving message, but it's like, they're stuck behind being defensive and telling lies. So it's very hard to bring a new start on, but they get caught in judgment. All right, finances and career. We've got passion. We've got forgiving and learning, and that's come through in the reverse. What we've got is wedding, and what we've got is calling in your soulmate. Okay, so here we've got finances and career. Now, when we pair this with the devil in here, and we've got this going on in the soul space, the devil is attached to being obsessed with money as well. Like, it's not bad to have money. It's not bad to earn money. Money is the most creative force on the planet. But if you have an unhealthy attachment to money, or if the money that you're earning is going down the drain with the devil, then that becomes a problem. Maybe this person is gambling. Maybe the devil is going, the only reason you're working is to continue to fuel my fire. Then that becomes a problem. So your person could be gambling, could be wasting it on things like addictions, or just not even showing up to work. Perhaps they're struggling to get a job, and it's like, because they can't get their act together, they're being led to a path where they're feeling like they're out in the cold. But here it's going, I'm not going to tell you how much I feel for you. I'm just not going to do it. There is definitely passion here, and you might know this as a truth. You might know deep down, but I'm not going to show you one little ounce of anything that I feel for you. It's all going to stay below the surface because on some level I'm super ashamed of the way that I've been behaving. I don't even know how to ask you for forgiveness. I want all of this with you, all of it, all of the love. I want you to have good self-esteem. I want you to be happy. I want to be doing the kinds of things that make you jump for joy every single day. But coming to ask you for forgiveness and to tell you that I've learned my lesson, I just don't think you're going to believe me. I think I know how much damage I've done, and asking for forgiveness at this point to help you fill your cup, it's what I want to do, but I just can't. See how it's in the reverse? It's going, I don't know how to ask for forgiveness. I don't know how to tell you that I've learned my lesson. What my struggle is that, see this, I promised you a commitment. I promised you longevity. I promised you long term, and all I've done is be shady. No wonder you want to turn your back from me. No wonder you want to walk away. No wonder you don't want to give me any more chances. I get the feeling this person's had chance after chance after chance, because to have promised something like wedding means they've been around for a little bit, right? That you've got to the point, maybe you did get married, maybe you got engaged, or maybe you were just acknowledging that you two are in a serious commitment and you want longevity together. But all that you ever got from this person was lies and shadiness, because they were being led by a devil of some description. They were being led by a negative or a dark force, no matter where the source of that energy is, which took your person out of being able to commit to you in a healthy way. Now down here, judgment says, and I want to do one more layer on this because this is actually an interesting read. What your person is thinking is that they don't know how to ask for forgiveness, but spirit will lead them home, right? And it says here, your judgment is to call in your soulmate and prove to them you're worthy of standing up in this relationship. You need to honor the commitments that you made. You need to throw down, you need to put your heart and soul, everything that you've got, into showing this person that you're never going to hurt them again, right? That you're going to defend their honor against this devilish energy. But first, you've got to figure out how to fight this energy. Your person, like when I'm talking, like your person has to figure out how they're going to fight this energy in order for them to come forward with their heart on their sleeve and go, I'm sorry, I got it wrong, I keep getting it wrong, I need help to get better. Because Spirit says they will fall on the right side of judgment if they fall on their sword and admit that they're wrong, know that they've been shady with your commitment and your connection, and they fight for a better day. Let's go one more level of energy on that and see what we get. We get, oh, look, see? Healing. See that? Healing. This person's ready to heal. What have we got there? Oh, good news. Good news. We have got magic. We have got heart's desire. And we've got instinct. Oh, all right. If this is your person, this is the process that they're in. And what's interesting is we've just been through that new moon energy, right? And it is heal your thoughts. Heal your thoughts. Here we want to be able to help them to overcome the influence that this devil energy has upon them. And the only force that I know that can overcome something like spell work or a devilish force is the divine itself, right? The divine itself. We can call out our prayers, but the only thing that they'll bow down to is Jesus' name. So we can call out to our Lord and say, this person needs your hand to help them heal. But it is only by this divine force playing against them that that healing will occur. Now that new moon in Aries It is about fresh starts. It's about healing your thoughts. So it's like using what we know to be true, using our knowledge, using the processes that are in place. That the divine doesn't give it these processes because he got bored one day and went, oh, I think I'll do something fun today. I think I'll give you an antidote to all the evil in the world. No, this was a major process. The divine gave us salvation through the work of Christ on the cross. That's how we are to save ourselves, right? That's where all of the healing occurs. And it tells us, I don't belong to any religion, by the way, so don't pigeonhole me as into religion. But the Bible is the coolest book that ever existed. And there are so many antidotes to this energy in it. It tells you exactly what to do. It's a no-brainer. You call in the antidote for the devilish energy. His name is Christ, and he will help this process. Righto. Let me tell you the good news of the Christ, right? You know how, like, this is the thing, and it is a religious Christian call, isn't it? Let me tell you the good news of the gospel, right? I don't want to be that person. I don't, but I do want to tell you the good news of the gospel is that Christ is that you call on his name, every knee has to bow, right? But he will not come and help you if you don't ask him. You have to call him into this role to force these demons to bow, right? You do. The good news is that he did what he did, and he will come and help you if you call on him. That's the good news. Right, here, what happens is magic, as if by magic, right? Alchemy occurs. When you transmute energy through the power of the Christ and through higher consciousness, Christ consciousness, you will transform the situation. That's a no-brainer for me. Now over here, look at this. You will get your heart's desire. See this? I want you to look at these two cards, right? Look at these corresponding images. You've got the sun and the sun and the sun. Who is Christ? He is the sun, right? He is the sun. And here it is. This person has a star on their chest. Now, what I talk about is in the tarot is the star is connected with hope and with you being in the spotlight. This is saying that you're their heart's desire, right? You are their heart's desire. And what Christ will be able to do, you call on his name, you call out this devilish energy, he will be able to wake up your heart's desire and lead you back into a peaceful place. And what is the likely outcome? This is going to be a big energy for people over the next couple of months, is to listen to your instinct, or I want to say listen to your intuition. Now, when this person comes back around, I guarantee you, your intuition is going to feel like this. It's going to feel icky. It's going to go, I don't want to hear what you've got to say. You've done enough damage, you and your bloody devilish friend. I've had enough. Don't come near me. Do not talk to me. I've had enough of the way that you behave. But you might get a little voice in your head because they're calling in their soulmate. They're doing the work with the Christ, and they're being told you need to call in your soulmate. So you're going to hear this voice. You're going to hear this voice calling you, and it's going to want to call you towards them, and you're going to go, that feels icky, right? Fantasy feels easy, intuition can feel icky, but trust that icky feeling. Go, what am I being called to do? Even if it makes me uncomfortable, what am I being called to do? And your free will, you can do what it is that you like. I can't tell you, trust your instinct. It's okay to go back, because your instinct might go, you know what, I just cannot go back there no matter. No, that feeling is too icky, and even though I know it's telling me what to do, I'm going to deny my intuition, because at this point in time, forgiveness and believing they've learnt their lesson is beyond me. But to me, trust in the divine, listen to that voice and move with it, because that's the fastest way into your blessings. All right, this was a tough read. Whoever this person is, they're going through it, right? Being led by this demon is not fun for everybody. And see that shadowy figure there? They're probably feeling way more lonely than you are at this point, because they're losing everything. They're losing friends, family, money, status. They probably feel like a fool, but it's part of their learning, healing journey. And what we have is we can lean on the Christ. We can call on that power to help them meet the divine face to face, and actually ask for some help, ask to be forgiven, learn their lesson, and it's the only way that I see them coming back into an energy where it's a commitment with you. All right, tough read for whoever that was, but I'm going to wrap it up there in faith, hope, and love. Look at that beautiful light shining off there. It's bye from me for now.